Can't have been.
5, 6, 7, 8. Blue elephant guy. Oh, God. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between.
Brothers and sisters of the Night Watch and keepers of the old gods and the new.
Welcome.
All these things.
Welcome to, I guess, this vlogging series that we never planned on happening, but has happened.
Well, it's sort of a thoughts. It's
a thoughts, but it's also a vlog because, like, it's so often now.
Yeah. Well, the other one hasn't even gone up yet. Anyway. No, so...
So
trust us, there was a video before where we talked about...
They'll know. We just don't. Okay. And we recorded the video.
Okay.
So
we did a video of my thoughts on Season 1 of Game of Thrones because I finally started watching Game of Thrones last week, or week before last.
Filth.
Yeah. I am filth. No, I finally started watching Game of Thrones.
Waited so long.
Week before last, and this week I devoured seasons 2 and 3.
Yes.
And
and you will have to remind me of some things that happened because it's been a minute since I've watched 2 and 3.
Yeah. So
like I think I started watching Game of Thrones like starting season 3. It was senior year.
Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, it's like starting a third season or something.
Okay, so season 2 is kind of like covering the war between the Starks and the Lannisters.
Well, kind of the beginning, but more of
kind of the upside of the upside for the Starks during that part of the war, and also the beginning of kind of all the people declaring themselves king and deciding they're going to overtake King's Landing. Like
this season 2 was kind of like, you know what? Fuck the king.
Yeah.
Fuck the gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck the king. And let's just all be kings.
Let's just all be the Hound. Can we all be the Hound?
Yeah. That means we have to get burnt.
It brings me...
And burnt really bad.
It brings me joy to kill people. Oh, man, but... No, it's
I think Fuck the Kings in Season 3, but that's...
No, that's the end of Season 2.
Okay.
That's Episode 9 of Season 2. No, but...
He also says it in Season 3
Well,
in
the
bar. That's where I was thinking of it first.
Yeah, but the first he says it like to Joffrey's face.
No, he says it to Tyrion.
No, well he says it, Joffrey's there.
Yeah, but he's not.
He says it to Tyrion, but Joffrey's there, hearing him say, "Fuck the gods, fuck the battle, fuck the king."
Yeah.
Fuck the water, give me wine.
So, we've got the Starks rising up because Ned Stark is dead.
Yeah.
We've got the Baratheons.
The Baratheons fighting each other at first, and eventually...
And then, ooh, magic!
Yeah.
Well, magic / cleric?
Yeah.
She's less of a wizard and more like a cleric.
Man, that sexy
red woman.
That sexy fire priestess woman's scary.
Yeah. She gives birth to demons.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I don't even know what to think about that whole thing. But anyway, no, so it's kind of like covering the upside for the Starks in the war, and Tyrion's time as the Hand of the King, and
revealing how awful Joffrey is as a king, as a person, and as a human. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference. The Hound is a bad person. Joffrey is a bad human.
Is the Hound a bad person, though?
Yes and no. He's got peaks and troughs.
Here's the thing. The Hound's not a good guy.
No.
He likes killing people. But he also kind of sees humanity for what it is in the world of Game of Thrones.
Which is bad. And he's just like,
yeah, it's bad, but he's the only one that's not pretending that he's just. He's the guy that's just like, yep, I like killing people. I have to kill people. Might as well enjoy it.
In other words,
yeah, he's just kind of.
I love how down to earth the Hound is. He's honestly one of my favorite characters in the show.
He's a pretty great character. But
Tyrion getting his moment to shine in this
season.
Yeah,
actually, honestly, so far, season 2 is probably my favorite season. It's
I can see that.
A lot of fun. There's a lot of good Tyrion time.
Time with Tyrion.
Time with Tyrion.
Time with Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of
any self-respecting man kind of wants to be there, but at the same time, there's parts to where he's like, nope, I'm gonna go be not naked.
No, but there's some really great stuff with Tyrion, because Tyrion is new to King's Landing. He's new to the hierarchy of King's Landing. And the way he kind of arrives on the scene is like, okay, the last person in my position got betrayed and murdered.
Yeah.
How do I avoid that happening to me? Because the person who wanted him dead also wants me dead and is my sister.
Yeah.
But like
that is the definition of fucked.
Yeah. No, the way he kind of makes his rounds around the small council and kind of figures out who he can trust.
The small council, the people.
Yeah.
Because he brings up like really good things about leading that a lot of people kind of forget about.
Yeah.
Like, you need the people on your side, which sounds like it makes sense. But look at politics today.
Yeah. You got a cow patty thrown at your face and you ordered them all killed? What are you thinking, boy?
You dare raise your voice to a king? And now I have struck a king. Did my hand not fall off?
Did my hand fall from my wrist? Nah, he
has so many of the best lines as well.
It's so great because he's the only person who dares to talk back to Joffrey until Tywin shows up.
The funny thing is, you haven't gotten there yet, but I can kind of see Joffrey as Tommen and Cersei as his mom.
All right, we'll get there. But,
well, you'll get there. You haven't gotten there yet. But,
yeah, I'll get there.
Just try to keep that in mind whenever Tommen comes in to rule.
Okay.
And you're like, yeah.
I'll think about that. But anyway, he's the only person who is willing to actually speak his mind and actually stand up to Joffrey, because he's never really known Joffrey as someone to be feared. He knows Joffrey as his little shit of a nephew, and he's still talking to him like he's his little shit of a nephew.
Yeah,
and it's working for the most part.
Yeah, because Joffrey is legitimately afraid of this man half of his size.
Yeah, because
And yet he's the king with all of the power, and unfortunately, all of the power.
Because even though Joffrey is stupid and reckless and horrid,
I think that's too kind of a word.
he still sees a reason to respect Tyrion because he knows that he knows more than him. Because he knows more than just about everybody else.
It's kind of a situation of Stephen and Mr. Candy from Django Unchained.
Oh, yeah. Stephen and Calvin Candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, Candy knows Stephen is smart and, scary. Because he knows and sees everything that happens in the house that Candy just kind of whiffs by him. And he's like, oh.
If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Yeah, no, that's similar, although...
Similar, but that has more trust in it.
Yeah.
This could be more like... maybe more like a dividing line. Like, you stay over there and I'll sit here on my throne.
Yeah, because he's like, I know I don't like you, and I know I don't like what you do, and you bring shame to my mother's family, but at the same time, you know more than I do, and what you're doing seems to be working. It's kind of a I can't live with you, but I can't live without you sort of situation.
Yeah, that couldn't find those words in specific.
No, but it's very interesting the way they go at each other, and it's a lot of fun, but I really like the moment, and David Bowenoff, the creator of the series, agrees. I really like the moment where he's talking to the leader of the King's Guard, and that was the commander of the King's Guard that betrayed Ned Stark, and he's asking him why he should trust him.
Trust Joffrey?
No, trust the leader of the commander of the King's Guard, because he ordered Ned Stark to be killed, even though he was sworn to protect him.
Yeah.
And he kind of calls him out, you really don't have any honor if you break your vows like that. And the guy's like, you call into question my honor. He's like, I'm not calling into question your honor. I'm denying its existence.
Yeah.
That's a real good burn by Tyrion.
Well, he has a lot of those.
Yeah, there's plenty of them, but
what do you think of Robb now?
I still don't like him.
Gonna make my daddy proud.
Yeah, he's. It's not okay. It's not that I don't like Robb Stark. It's that he's like the Cyclops or Leonardo of the group. He's just kind of the blue.
I am the leader. So what are your character traits? I am the leader.
I am the leader. I am the good guy. I am the hero that Gotham deserves. He's just kind of like I'm the leader, and you should follow me because I am the leader. And he's got some interesting character moments once he meets his bride to be, and all those things. But he's still that generic leader dude, and I don't care.
Gonna make my daddy proud.
Yeah, he's the generic leader guy mixed with the guy who blindly tries to please his dead father. It's just exhausting and boring.
So let's kind of swing back to.
Can we talk about Theon Greyjoy?
Hold on.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Let's talk about Stannis and Ringly, the Baratheon bros.
Okay. Yeah.
No, let's not bring them in.
Shut up. I said 4Ks, not 3. What is that even?
That's 5. That's too many.
It's too many Ks.
That's both too many and too less. Because then, if we had one more, we'd have 2 KTKs.
Huh?
Ah!
The commanders of Koopa Keep. The keepers of Koopa Keep. Anyway. No, the Baratheon heirs.
The Baratheon bros.
The Super Baratheon bros. Nah,
Ironically, that still fits, because Ouija is Ringly.
yeah. No, I don't know. Like I feel like there was a character for Ringly that never really got to shine. It's like if he was the one that made it further on, and like they kind of had to keep his secret as a nobleman a little further. And like that we're sort of getting that with the Night Boy that he was, I forget his name.
The Knight of the Roses.
Yeah.
I can't remember his first name, but he's a Tyrell.
Yeah, he's a Tyrell. But we're sort of getting that with him as we move forward, but I feel like if it was more of a kingly position, it would have been more interesting to follow.
Well, he's the only heir to the Tyrells.
Yeah. And I get that.
There's Marjorie, but
it's still happening.
Yeah.
Like we're still getting it. But I don't know.
Yeah. I get you.
I just kind of feel like that was a character that they sort of just threw away. It was like, and he was easy.
Then we got Brienne though. Brienne of Tarth.
Oh, yeah. I
Indeed.
Yeah. I love Brienne of Tarth. She's awesome. But no, like there are some of the characters that they just sort of kill. That you're like, but I was interested in learning more about them. I didn't really like him, but I wanted to know more about him.
Like you could go so many ways with this, and he's gone,
and he's dead. But like they're still going that direction, just with a different character, which is fine. But
Stannis
Baratheon, I find him intriguing. Because, like, he is very much completely and utterly seduced by we'll call it a cult of the Lord of Light.
The one true God.
The one true God.
I am Jesus!
Yeah, no. Like, he's kind of, like, completely... One of them that's been totally and utterly seduced by the cult of the Lord of Light.
Yeah.
And... There's clearly some very powerful magic going on there.
Yeah, like
whether it's divinity, I'm not entirely sure. Like that's not like me questioning like it because I'm a Christian. It's not God's work. Blah, blah.
Yeah,
it's I'm not sure if it's divinity in the world that it takes place.
Like for the Lord of Light, summoning a shade through birthing rituals seems less less divine, but then there's
it
also
seems like a
and the sacrificing and the
like
like I guess you could. I'm surprised that maybe it's been said, but it's been a minute. Like our Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah,
that would be it.
I don't think they've said that, but
because like it's very strange for the Lord of Light to have seemingly very dark magic.
Yeah, I don't know if it's black magic. I don't know if it's divinity. I don't know if it's a demon, but like it's is something, and it's scary.
It's like the seven gods. They like the Order of the Seven just seems to be kind of there for the people. Like there hasn't been anything like physical that happened from them.
Yeah.
The old gods may kind of had that because they have those the weeping trees.
Yeah.
Or I think that's what they're called. Or the sight trees, the ones with the faces.
Yeah, the trees with the bloody faces.
the Pocahontas Nana.
Yeah, we'll just call it that.
Yeah, like they've got something with that because they're in a bunch of different places. So like, there might be something there, but the Lord of Light has actually had like, oh look, magic.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, like that often can be thought of as the work of a demon because like it's actually feeling the need to prove itself. Like a lot of the times people's idea of divinity is something that is something to be believed in and not proved. Mm-hmm. Like, which you can take that however you want, but honestly, sometimes I don't know how to take it, but you know, that's my inner struggle. But
oh boy,
it's a deep burning. Anyway,
doesn't help that you're from the show me state.
Yeah. No, but anyway,
how did the Mormons get here? Oh, I guess that's why they were pushed out. Jesus lived here. Show me.
Yeah, but anyway,
but that's neither here nor there.
Stannis Baratheon. It's really weird. Like, I'm not sure who I want to root for in the overarching Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Like, I know I'm not rooting for Joffrey.
No.
And I'm not really rooting for Stannis either. But do I want to root for the Starks? Or do I want to root?
You want to make his daddy proud?
Yeah, I'm not rooting for Robb Stark. I'm more rooting for. If I was rooting for the Starks, I'd be rooting for Jon Snow. But like,
he's not a Stark.
He's a Stark. Oh. Stark's blood flows in his veins. But anyway, blood of the first men flows through my veins, same as you.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
all that nonsense. Anyway, no, but like, do I wanna root for the Starks? Do I want to root for the Baratheons? Do I want to root for
the Iron Islands?
Daenerys Stormborn all the way over there. Like, she's so far away, but like, the more I get to know her, the more I adore her as a queen.
Yeah,
like she's awesome.
Yeah, so.
She is slowly becoming one of my favorite characters in the show because like she's really cool, and she's shown kind of the most queenly behavior out of just about anybody so far.
Well, like a decent queen, Cersei.
Yeah.
Cersei was a queen.
I get that. And, no, she's the most decent.
She's Queen Bee.
Yeah. Yeah, like if Tywin Lannister is ultimate dad, Cersei Lannister is ultimate mom.
She is the Queen Bee and ultimate mom.
Yeah.
But what do you think of Daenerys' adventures over in isn't it Dorne at that point?
Dog, I don't even know. Like in season 2, she starts in Karth. Yeah,
that Dorne. No, Dorne later.
Don't be like my parents. Don't spoil shit.
No, I'm not. I'm just like
they're so bad. Like, anytime I'm watching Game of Thrones, they're like, except later. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch the fucking show.
Except later, shut the fuck up, Mom!
Basically, yeah. But, like, anyway,
But like, you have Karth with like the House of the Undying.
Daenerys Stormborn is kind of like the Dora the Explorer of the Game of Thrones universe. 'Cause she's just kind of exploring all these places that nobody from Westeros has been to, and she's just kind of like finding.
Come on, Bomanos! Everybody, let's go!
Come on, let's get to it.
I know that we can do it.
Where are we going?
Westeros!
Free the slaves! It's just like, where are we going? Get some ships! She's just kind of like making her rounds around the place, like, alright, how do I fix the entire uncivilized world south of Westeros?
Let's make it free.
Let's make it. We're gonna take all this stuff and make it better. Arguably.
You'll get to that arguably part later.
Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway. But no, like she's got all these fun adventures. But like I love the House of the Undying, or at least the her time in Karth, because
just kind of as like a side point, I kind of need to look up on IMDb if the priest from the House of the Undying...
Oh, he ain't no priest. He's a warlock.
Warlock, yeah. Like, if he's actually the actor who played as Derek from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Because now that I've seen Deep Space Nine and I'm thinking back to that scene, I'm like, those eye holes are way too big to not be him.
I took to calling them warlocks.
Yeah.
Warlocks. But anyway,
I need to look this up now.
Oh, god damn it! But anyway,
keep going.
No, but like there was some fun times in Karth, because she kind of sees the way civilized people are in this world.
Yeah,
like Karth is the greatest city that ever was or will be, but like they're pretty fucked up. And like,
they're pretty bad.
They're pretty fucked up, because like the one person that you thought was like the bad guy that was like, I don't know, I don't think we should let her in. She doesn't want to show us her dragons. But like he was the one guy who him and the other 13, 7, I don't know. No, there's a number of them.
Yeah.
I think it's 13. But anyway, the other 13, besides the warlock and the richest man in Karth, I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
And they were like the people who were like, come to the warlock guys, like, come to the House of the Undying. We will house your dragons there. It'll be all fine and dandy. And
he is unfortunately not the same guy. But he seems like he was.
No, but like the richest man in Karth guy is.
He seems like an awesome dude.
Seems like an awesome dude. He's like,
showing her the ropes.
He's like, come on, and
come on, Bomanos.
It's like, come, marry me, and we'll have a good thing going. We'll be great. It'll be nice. We'll have armies and stuff.
I am an independent dragon woman, and I make the rules.
Yeah, and she's just kind of like,
you fucking another lady.
No,
I'm going to take your money, and I'm going to lock you in your own vault.
That wasn't just because he was fucking another lady.
Yeah, I know.
It's because he murdered a lot of her Dothraki people, and took one of her Dothraki handmaidens and fucked her, and also screwed her over, and didn't have anything to back up the promises he was making. It's like, he was a pretty bad dude.
And he also coordinated with the warlocks.
Yeah, coordinated with the warlocks, who took her dragons, which she had no problem taking back.
Yeah, like, whenever he showed up and he was like doing all the illusionist magic, I'm like, oh, magic.
Yeah,
because I'm a sucker for magic.
When he shows up and does that, I'm like, ooh. And then when he does like the splits into all the different people and slits all the throats of the other 13 that aren't the richest man in Karth, like does all of that, and it's just like, okay, now you're king, and now you're
got unlimited power.
It's like, all right, now you're king of Karth, and I got the dragons. We're good. And I'm just like, oh my god, how is she going to get the dragons back? And she just kind of goes in there, experiences an illusion where the...
Experience tranquility.
Experiences an illusion where she sees the ghost of the only man she's ever loved, really.
She sees the Red Keep, like, all blown up, burned down, frozen over.
Blown up, burnt down, and during winter.
Yeah.
And then she walks out, and there's a little hut that's surprisingly warm. And who's in there? Khal Drogo.
Who's in there? Oh my god, it's Aquaman.
He wasn't Aquaman yet.
An Aqua baby.
Aquaman and Aqualad just chilling out. Chill. Man, if you didn't know what we were talking about, and we said, and she walks into the tent, and there's Aquaman and Aqualad just chilling, like, you would be so confused. Like, where did they come from?
Wait a minute!
Is Game of Thrones in the DC universe now?
That would still be proving that DC can't do movies, but can do television.
This is true.
That is also true.
This would be their best attempt at television if it was a DC thing. Anyway. No, but like, you're just like, oh my god, like, how is she going to get out of this? Like, usually people die in these kind of situations. Like, they just kind of end up staying there forever until they rot into nothing. Then she comes out, sees the dragons, gets chained up.
This guy's really bad at keeping the illusion parts.
Yeah.
And he could have just left her in there.
Yeah, and
nobody would know.
She comes in there, sees the dragons all chained up. She gets all chained up, and you know, and you're just like, oh well, I guess it's over. And then she says Dracarys, and I'm like, oh wait.
I did love that though, that she was just trying to, like, she's talking to the dude, and then he's like, you're going to stay here forever. She's like, what? No, I'm not. When did these get on me? When were these shackles here?
Yeah, no,
I loved that guy, and now he's a crispy nugget on the floor.
Yeah, that was great though.
Yeah,
it's like whenever she looks menacingly and says Dracarys, you're just like,
you're like, toast.
Shit's about to go down.
Toast with a side of jam.
Yeah, because blood is raspberry chili.
Jam, 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 jam.
So, yeah, no, it's a fun time, man.
You want to talk about Theon?
Yeah.
Theon.
Let's talk about Theon Greyjoy. So
now, what's happened to him in season 2?
In season 2, he goes off to gain the help of his natural born father, and tries to get their help from the Starks, and then his daddy shames him into like,
shame.
You're supposed to be a Greyjoy, and now you come to me asking for me to help your other family that took you from me, and all that nonsense. And like, he's
kind of an awful dude.
He's got some good points.
Yeah, like, he's not wrong.
He's also,
but you're a bad dude.
But he's also a piece of shit. Yeah, but like, and then Theon Greyjoy kind of becomes the, I'm gonna make my daddy proud!
Even more so than Robb.
Yeah, and goes...
he was kind of put into the situation to make his daddy proud.
Yeah, and like...
So Robb's like, alright, I'll make him proud. I'll go kill Joffrey. And Theon's just 100% gonna make my daddy proud!
Because his daddy doesn't want to be made proud.
Daddy, Daddy wasn't there.
Like, his daddy doesn't want to be made proud. His daddy's kind of just like, well,
A sad sack of sad.
well, I'll let you be in my army, but you get the smallest ship, and you get the least important part of the war effort. And then Theon's just like, what if I took King's Landing? I mean, not King's Landing, Winterfell. Winterfell. There's a lot of winter things in fantasy. No, in there's Winterhold, Winterfell, Winterhelm, Winterspring, Wintergrasp. So many winters, and they're all coming. But anyway, no, like
they're all filled with white substance.
Yeah. He goes and takes King's.
The look of disappointment.
I keep wanting to say King's Landing. He goes and takes Winterfell. Winterfell.
It's fell like sucking a deer dry to save a baby.
Fuck that movie. Anyway, goes and takes Winterfell, and
oh no, this baby's dying. Oh look, a deer.
The thing is, like, that's kind of a hollow victory, though, because the Lord of Winterfell at this point is Bran Stark, the little cripple boy.
I killed the Starks. They got away. A cripple got away from you.
Yeah. So he takes Winterfell and kills a bunch of people and is a total dick, and you're just like, what the fuck, Theon? They were your family.
What in
a
you think
way,
you're doing? Making my daddy proud.
Yeah.
And
then like and all that happens, and by the end of season 2, he's just kind of been left with a sack over his head for the Northmen to come get him. Well, the Ironborn people left him for dead.
He makes this like awesome speech,
yeah,
ready to defend Winterfell, and then his first in command's just like,
it was a great speech. Would have been a shame to interrupt. Yeah, I like because like he gives a speech in episode 10 to rival Tyrion's speech in episode 9. It's like Tyrion's speech is better.
Yeah,
but
there are men knocking at those doors.
There are brave men knocking at our door. Let's go kill them.
I feel like he ran out of words to say towards the end of that. He's like, I think I've aroused them. There are brave men at those doors. Now what? Let's go kill them.
Hold on, I saved the speech in my quotes on Facebook. Let me just get in there real quick.
I haven't updated that shit since like 2007.
I hadn't updated it since a very long time ago.
Since the dawn of Facebook.
No, like the only other quote I have in there is a quote from the Joker from The Dark Knight.
Well, like I wrote a bunch of shit in that.
Yeah.
And
you've got that speech from Lord of the Rings 2 Towers that always gives you a boner.
No, it just makes me sad.
It gives you a boner.
Probably.
You get a boner.
Did that happen during the thing and I just don't notice?
Get a boner. No. He says, don't fight for a king. Don't fight for his kingdoms. Don't fight for honor. Don't fight for glory. Don't fight for riches because you won't get any. This is your city, Stannis means to sack. This is your gates he's ramming. If he gets in, it's your houses he burns. Your gold he steers. Your women he'll rape. Those are brave men knocking at our door. Let's go kill them. Like it's just a really good battle rousing speech, but also that's so Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah, like he's telling you as it is 100%.
Yeah. Which Theon does the same thing. Like he's just like, that we are way outnumbered. We're gonna die. but god damn it, we'll do it for the Iron Islands.
Oh no, wrong series.
Yeah, and like it's those weren't his exact words, but it was basically what he said, and it was pretty.
We are Ironborn. We do not retreat.
We pay the iron price. Ah! Yeah, like it was a great speech. I'm like, oh my god, I'm starting to kind of like Theon Greyjoy.
You're like, all right, huh?
He's
great speech.
He's going out with a bang, not with a thud. Like I'm just like, because like he was a piece of shit for most of the season.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, he's gonna go out in a blaze of glory here. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Nope, they had other plans. No, but let's talk about the Siege of King's Landing.
Yeah.
Since we kind of got to the best part already.
Yeah.
But
so
no,
actually, there's one character I want to talk about first, real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sir Davos, Stannis's right-hand man.
Oh yeah. Okay. I like him.
Mm.
Like he's an interesting fellow because he is a lot in it for the honor. Like he's an honorable man. He's from low beginnings. He's like I've come this far. I've come this far from the bottom, and I know what power does to people, so I don't want to let it corrupt me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to keep my honor, even though I've become a higher status than I had before, and than I ever could have dreamed of having before, even though the status isn't necessarily official yet.
Uh-huh.
Like, he believes that Stannis Baratheon is the one true king of Westeros, and by birthright he is. And
by birthright, and what we know, that some of the other people in the series know, but not everybody, because Joffrey's not a real Baratheon, or a real human. But
yeah, we haven't really talked much about that either. But anyway, but no, he's in my opinion one of the most honorable people that we've come across in the series, because he was born low. Like he climbed the ladder because he believed in his king. Mm-hmm. Like he believed that Stannis Baratheon is the one true king, and he became a knight because he was loyal to his one true king. And that's hard to come by in this world. Like there hasn't really been a character like that since Ned Stark. And it's
like it's strange that like Sean Bean is a great actor, but Sir Davos is kind of like Ned Stark but better, in that he's not blinded by honor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
because
for real.
Ned Stark is like the most honorable man ever. Like, you couldn't make a more honorable man. Like, even his best friend Robert Baratheon was still kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, straight up.
but like, Robert could clean up his act when he needed to.
Yeah.
He Ned was like that dude that's like, no, this is how it has to be. We have to do the right thing all the time.
I don't like it any more than you do, but here we are. Like, yeah, it's just
we have to do the right thing every time.
And like he was so blinded by doing the right thing that he forgot to do the right thing. Yeah. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, totally. And like Davos, like he was born the son of a fisherman and was a smuggler for years.
Yeah.
And then like became a knight. And so like since he has those humble beginnings, he hasn't had that like honor code shoved into his brain since birth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
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 Yes. But, yeah, let's talk about the Siege of King's Landing.
Yeah.
Kaboom!
That was a lot of fun and one of the best action parts in the whole series up to that point. Like it's very it's very intense. You're wondering like who am I rooting for here, because on one hand, yeah, if they come in, they're gonna kill a lot of people. But on the other hand, if they come in, Joffrey won't be king anymore. So like, it's kind of just like,
if the castle's taken, that dude is going to kill Cersei and Sansa and every other woman.
Yeah. But Joffrey won't be king anymore.
Yeah.
No, so there was kind of an element of that, but there was also like, I really enjoyed
kind of a double-edged sword. If you
I really enjoyed. I think I enjoyed the preparation for the siege more than I enjoyed the actual battle scene, and that's
like, what do you mean by the preparation? Like
kind of like them kind of Tyrion kind of getting all the ducks in a row and figuring out who's loyal and who's not, and like who he can trust, and also like strategizing how he can beat the odds, like how they can take out Stannis Baratheon without any allies, because at the moment King's Landing doesn't have a lot of allies because Joffrey's a piece of shit king.
Yeah,
like they basically just
like,
have
every other kingdom is like, yeah, fuck the king.
Fuck the king. Fuck the water. Well, like, yeah, it's very, very interesting, like, kind of, and also I kind of like the sort of connection between wildfire and an atom bomb. Wildfire is nuclear weapons. Like, that's
kinda, yeah. And like
when they said that we have enough wildfire here that could level the entirety of King's Landing 10 times over, like, that's what nuclear weapons are.
You have a nuke. That's a nuke.
Like, it's not like that it's a nuke, it's just like it has the destructive power of a nuke, and they're stockpiling way more than they could ever feasibly need.
Yeah. And like what I honestly think like my favorite part of that whole season is whenever Stannis' armada is coming up to King's Landing, and they're like, where are the ships? And there's just that one little dinghy kind of
with the green shit oozing out of it.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell's the little dinghy there? And then whenever it gets close enough to where Davos can see, like, there's the green goo kind of coming out, I'm like, no. They're not gonna. No.
Hold fast.
And then Bronn. I never talked about Bronn. The mercenary dude. Tyrion's best friend.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to him in a second. But, like, whenever he shoots the arrow out, and there's just, like, the dead silence. I'm like,
and then,
no! Kaboom! And the trail of fire, and then just explosion.
Yeah.
Like, when that happens, I'm sitting there watching it with my mom, because I think that was one of the first episodes that she ever saw with me. And, like, that went off. I'm like, oh, shit! They're like, half of the ships are gone! They're on fire! Bad things! Nothing but bad things!
So, like, you didn't know that what the dinghy was doing before you saw the stuff
like,
oozing
it
out?
didn't hit me until then. Because, like, I know he had the wildfire prepping.
Yeah.
Like, I got that. But, like, the alchemist dude had them, like, in little vials whenever he was showing him.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be, like, you would throw them at, like, people or areas and that would just burn forever, like grease fire.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking they were going to do with that shit.
Yeah.
No! No.
Oh, it's a nuclear weapon.
Yeah. Boom.
As soon as they're like,
awesome medieval fight happens.
as soon as he's like, there's only one ship. I'm like, oh. Because but before that, they're like talking about, and Brahm when they're in the pyromancer's place, he was like, how many times somebody's tried to sell me wildfire while they're shoveling a bunch of pig shit. Like, it's, and when they're talking about, like, okay, so he's got all these armies, all these ships, like, what do we have? And Tyrion's like, pig shit. And I was just like, oh, they're gonna blow him to hell.
Yeah. So let's talk about Brahm real quick, because we somehow forgot to mention him last season.
Yeah.
Whenever he started his adventures with Tyrion.
Yeah. Well, like, he's fun.
They're literally what happens when you get a bard in a road.
Yeah, no, he's a real fun character and a good extension to Tyrion. Because he's snappy and he's street smart, where Tyrion's book smart. So like, they're kind of just a perfect pair.
They're that. Basically, the first season and this season was like the buddy cop movie.
A little bit.
For them.
A little bit.
Because then he became the leader of the Kingsguard.
Yeah, while Tyrion was.
Why don't you have your uniform on? This makes me too slow. Heavy armor slows you down.
Yeah.
I want to move when I fight, so I can kill them.
Yeah. He's great.
Tyrion's just like, it's about image.
Yeah,
those two have some of the best scenes together.
No, yeah, they're great.
And like, it's not even like some of the best lines are said in it. It's just them working off of each other.
Yeah,
that's great.
No, it's they feed off of each other really, really well.
Yeah.
There was something else I wanted to talk about. Joffrey's terribleness. We can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like, he's.
How bad is it in the second season?
In the second season, like, it starts with him cutting out a bard's tongue in front of God and everybody in the King's Court.
Yeah.
And then like and the thing that really started it was when
he
Tyrion
shot the hookers.
He didn't do that yet.
Oh, no, not yet?
No,
in season 3?
In season 3, he shot the one hooker. In season 2, he makes the...
I thought they were called yours. No, they're called hookers when they're dead!
He makes the prostitutes just beat each other to death.
Yeah.
Well, one of them beat the other to death. Like, that was
okay.
The first moment where I'm just like, oh, he's not an ordinary boy.
No,
I mean, he's always been a piece of shit, but like, he's not. That was the first moment. Oh, he's like a legitimate monster. Like, he's not a real human. He's just a horrid creature.
like that.
Like that. You can't see that. It's a Murloc from...
It's a Murloc shaman.
Yeah.
A Mer-shaman.
No, but he's a fucking... Remember how I was talking about Daenerys' brother?
Mm-hmm.
Last time?
Yeah.
He's worse than that.
Yeah. Like,
and I can't wait for him to...
He had a couple of redeeming qualities.
No, he didn't.
He had, like, 2 of them.
No, he didn't.
Early on, and then we had, like, the full-on...
Then
we had the dragon!
Early on, we got him telling Daenerys that he would gladly have everyone in Khal Drogo's village fuck him and their horses.
Yeah.
fuck her.
Oh no, yeah, like he's a bad person, but there was occasionally a thing of, oh, so you do care.
I didn't. He didn't give a shit. He was a fucking snake.
He's a worm tongue.
Yeah, a little bit.
Even Wormtongue died better than he did.
Yeah.
Well, Wormtongue kind of redeemed himself.
Yeah, in a way. But anyway, no.
And then Legolas is just an asshole.
Legolas. No, he's...
Wormtongue just turned good. And there goes Sauron. He got stabbed, and then he got stabbed again.
Yeah.
But
he got stabbed, and then he got stabbed with an arrow, then he got stabbed again. Thrice! 3 of them!
So, what else do you want to talk about for season 2? Because I'm not sure if there's much else.
I just can't wait for Joffrey to die.
Yeah.
I'll be glad when he's dead. I'll be glad right away.
Don't be mad. Get glad.
Yeah, I think that's about all I can think about for season 2. There is a vast amount of more stuff to talk about for season 2 of Game of Thrones. So go watch it. If you
watch season 1 first.
Yeah,
And then watch 2.
Go pirate it. Go find.
Don't pirate it. I mean, you can if you want.
That's what Simon does, isn't it?
Because Simon is.
Yeah, no, but anyway.
Simon is Simon.
I know. But anyway, yeah, go find a friend.
If you don't know how to pirate, don't pirate.
Yeah. Go find a friend who has HBO, get HBO yourself. It's only $14.99 a month if you want HBO now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Like you can get that online.
There's
service.
less variety than like Netflix, but it's all good.
Yeah, all the TV is good, and there you get movies whenever they roll around.
Yeah, and you get like the best movies. Like Stars will get like a Disney movie 6 months after it's already been on like HBO Go or Cinemax. HBO's like, we get it first and forever.
No, but yeah, HBO now is only like $14.99, and I know we're like selling you HBO at this point, but like it's got.
If we were sponsored, that'd be great because that would mean we get money.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good shows. Like there's Game of Thrones, obviously. There's The Sopranos. There's Boardwalk Empire. There's Ballers. There's Vinyl. There's
Isn't the Newsroom?
The Newsroom. Yeah, okay. For sure.
I wasn't sure if that was that or if that was Stars.
No, yeah.
Because I know Blunt Talk is Stars.
Blunt Talk's great too. But anyway, no, there's just
to see that.
Bunch of great original programming and miniseries. Oh, True Detective's on HBO.
Oh yeah,
watch that shit.
Yeah, like
watch season 1. Season 2's not as good. Like you can go in if you feel like it, but like season 1's where it's at.
Well, like, if you enjoy the show, you might still enjoy 2.
Yeah, I enjoyed season 2, but season 1's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah,
like it's so good. Like
I think you just got a boner.
I can watch that anytime on HBO Go, but I still have it on Blu-ray. That's how much I love the first season of True Detective.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, HBO is great. Game of Thrones is good. That concludes our
season 2.
My thoughts on season 2 of Game of Thrones, and we'll do season 3 probably later tonight. But
yeah, we can do that now.
It'll show up anyway. That'll be it. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and do all that fun social media stuff.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think of Game of Thrones if you have watched it. This has been kind of full of spoilers, so I hope you did. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 5 years, but
yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take it easy and all that stuff.
Goodbye!
Now my watch begins.
Yes. We never talked about John.
We can talk about it. much.
I know, we can talk about John in the next one.
There's more interesting stuff with John in season 3.
I don't remember what happened in 2.
Not much with Jon Snow.
Doesn't he just kind of get lost up there?
Yeah, like he starts to get lost up there.
Yeah.
Well, like, they kind of learn. He starts to learn more about the Wall, and then he like gets lost. He gets lost, I think, like halfway through season 2, and continues to be until
Lost.
like the end of season 3.
Tonight's forecast: dark. Continue dark until spotted sunshine in the morning.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, goodbye. That was our quick review of John.